Hey guys, this video is for our 2-year-old's room for September week 2. And all month long we are asking the question, who loves you no matter what? God loves me no matter what. And we are kind of talking about our emotions and that God loves us no matter how we feel. Our memory verse of this month is trust in the Lord with all your heart. Proverbs 3:5. So last week we talked about God loves us when we are sad. And this week our story focus is God loves us when we are afraid. Gideon knew what it would feel like to feel. Gideon knew what it was like to feel afraid. Gideon was so afraid of the Midianites that he hid in a hole to thresh his wheat. But God sent an angel to talk with Gideon and let him know that the Lord was with him. Gideon knew he could trust God with all of his heart and that God would love him and help him. So, talking about being afraid this week. Jumping into our leader guide, we would love for you to join us at 8:20 and 10:20 in the garage room for coffee and donuts, and most importantly, prayer, just lifting one another up in prayer. Then just make sure that you are to the 2-year-old's room by 8:30 and 10:30 so that you are ready to go when kids start to roll in at 8:40 and 10:40. As kids first come in, they can play with toys around the room. You can always use the Apple TV remote that is up underneath the thing, and you can turn on the song for this month as kids are coming in if you would like to. It's super easy to work. Then at about 5 after, you can clean up. And this week we just have one little intro activity, and it's basically just playing peekaboo. So you're going to say, it's great to see you guys. And then you can have the kids sit over with you on the circle carpet if you want. And you're just going to hold up a cloth to cover your face and say, where did all my friends go? And then say, peekaboo, God loves you. And then hold up your cloth and do it again and say, peekaboo, God loves you. And now I'll have extra cloths and you can have the kids do it with you if you want. You're going to say, today in our story, we're going to hear about someone who hid like we did when we played peekaboo. And then at 20 after, 9:20 and 11:20, you will head out to large group. When you get back from large group, just a couple activities this week, a super simple week. The first one is just this heart that says trust in the Lord with all your heart. And kids can do dot markers, or you can get out crayons if you want, and kids can color it in. Those are all of our non-toxic dot markers. And you're just going to say, look at this big heart on your paper. We are going to fill it in with these markers. And I just want you guys to remember that God loves you no matter what, when we're happy or sad, or even when we're afraid like Gideon was in our story today. So can you guys hold up your hearts really high so everybody can see them? Everyone's heart is so beautiful, and God loves each of you. And then practice the memory verse with the kids. And then we are not going to do this one. We got to take that one out. The last activity that we are going to do is we're going to use these that we used last week. So it's all these different emotions that are on there. And what you're going to do is you are going to hide these 8 cones around the room. And you're going to say, when I say go, I want you guys to find our emojis. And then bring them back, and we're going to sit together until we find all of them. So then you can have all the kids bring them back to the carpet. And you're going to say, look for the friend who has the same feeling on their cone as you do and stand next to them. So see if kids can match up. We have all the matches. And then you're going to say, if you're holding the bottle with the sad face on it, can you come bring it to me? God loves us even when we're sad. Who's got the one with the happy face? Bring that to me. God loves us even when we're happy. And then do the same thing with afraid. And then today in our Bible story, we heard about Gideon who was afraid. God loves us even when we're afraid, and he will help us just like he did with Gideon. So who loves you no matter what? God loves you no matter what. So that is it for this week, guys. Super simple, just our heart craft and our little emoji matching craft. And just talking about God loves us even when we're afraid, just like Gideon. So thank you guys so much for serving. I'm so grateful for all of you, and we'll see you on Sunday.